families everywhere. This emerged as something called 16 decisions. They have taken decisions about their life. Very simple decisions, very powerful decisions. Like, for example, we shall not take any dowry at the time of the marriage of our sons. We shall not give any dowry at the marriage of our daughters. Sound very simple, but it's almost like a rebellion against the society. Because society makes you pay for it. If you are a girl, you are in trouble. That's why parents get very scared when a daughter is born. They have to find a lot of money at the time of her marriage to give it to the in-laws. They don't have it. So they feel this is such a burden on us. That's why when you are born as a daughter, people feel that that was not right. So now these women, over lots of discussion, came to the decision, we shall not take any dowry at the time of the marriage of our sons, and we shall not give any dowry at the marriage of our daughters. Because the discussion emerged very interestingly. At one point, somebody says, why are we debating about this? We are the mothers of our sons. We are the mothers of our daughters. When we go find a bride for our son, we are looking for the family who can give a lot of money to us. We get greedy. And the parents of the daughter suffer, and we don't care. But the time when it comes to getting the daughter married off, then we are shaking. And we thought all the injustice is being done. Why should it be? If we don't take, we don't have to give. It's us. It's not somebody else from outside. All we have to agree that at the time of the marriage of our sons, we shall not take any dowry. Hold our great. Then, when we're marrying off our daughter, we don't have to give. We decide, nobody else decides. You have daughter, I have sons. I have daughter, you have sons. That's what we do. That became a very important decisions. Ever since, they're trying to fight it out with the rest of the family, rest of the community, that for my daughter, I'm not going to give any dowry. For my son, I'm not going to take any dowry. So this became a part of their culture. Another decision, we shall send our children to school and make sure they stay in school. And that became the platform for which we have encouraged and inspired to send the children to school. Now nearly 100% of the children are in school. So a whole new generation is coming out of the illiterate families. So you started with $30 loan, got involved with education, got involved with many other things. When you look at the 16 decisions, involves almost every single important aspect of their life to see what they would like to do. So one institutional intervention can make such a big change, but it's still so difficult to people to understand, people to agree. It's not a charity. We are not giving away charity for them. Who would afford to give charity of $1 billion in Bangladesh? But today, they get this money. And they turn it around, make it $2 billion, pay back $1 billion, keep $1 billion for them. That's the whole business is all about. Otherwise, why should they borrow? Unless they can take the money and make some money and do that. And that's how it happens. And this money comes from within. It doesn't come from outside. Since Grameen Bank is a bank, it's easy for us. We take deposits. So local people just put deposit in the bank. We give them very attractive interest rate. And our presence is very convenient. We are right next to their home. We are the only bank which has a branch next to their home. Other banks are in the cities. We have 2,600 branches all over the country. So they find it very convenient to open an account right there. And also they feel that if I keep the money in this bank will give the money to our neighbors, the poor people. All we're doing is just keeping money, and I get 10% interest, 12% interest on my deposits, which I just keep it there, and my money grows. At the same time, that money is helping my neighbors. Their life is getting better. So entire money, that all the $1 billion we're talking about, is it mobilized within Grameen Bank itself. And we get more deposits than the loan that we give out, because we have to keep a big reserve to stand up for our emergencies like disaster, like floods and so on, so that we can handle that. So this is the kind of the whole conceptual framework within which to work, but hopefully it will be enlarged, hopefully it can reach many other people. That's where you come in. Your help, your support opens up those doors. Other people benefit. And there are many benefits probably will never come to you, never will know, because so many other things happen. But it's a multidimensional impact, just not one. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go ahead. Okay, thank you.
I know I'm supposed to be a big, tough business person, but I get tears in my eyes every time I hear Professor Yunus speak. Thank you so much. We have time for just a couple of questions. I'll let you.
You go ahead.
As she said, we have read, we have heard everywhere, but when we get your version, I think that's when we can see women actually borrowing money and having those tears. I'm a little choked, but we've seen microcredit making a huge difference to a lot of million peoples. I work in a very affiliated field called catastrophe microinsurance. We've seen microinsurance products also, like health, life, death, funeral, etc., helping people. But what my thought on that would be, microcredit lifts up these people to this level. One singular adverse event, like an earthquake or a flood, just pushes them back, which is further away probably from where they started. And that's what I personally feel, that it's very important to let these people aware of the fact that probably some protection against these singular adverse events can help them reinvent themselves, even if something like that affects them. Because finally, their only fallback options are probably in the same area who all get affected. I just wonder your thought on it. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, we have been confronting this issue, but we could do only what within Grameen Bank can do. We cannot get the interest, the interest of the insurance companies very much. They stay away from it. So we built our own insurance program for health insurance. We have health insurance where a Grameen Bank borrower pays $1.50 per year. For that, the entire family gets a coverage. And we have doctors in the area with the paramedics, with health assistants, with the pathological lab, so that we can address all the health problems for all the people who are contributing or putting into that insurance fund. And it works out pretty good. But our one big problem we couldn't solve, but that's why we couldn't expand very much. We cannot keep the doctors there. Doctors don't want to stay in the village. They prefer to stay in the cities. So even if you find a doctor who lives there for 3 months and then quits. So until we solve that problem, we cannot bring it up. People are willing to pay, there's no doubt about that. Question is, we have not been able to provide the